Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be looking at natural forms. I've got a smaller canvas this time and I'm drawing out my images in pencil. First of all, I'm going to start off with 3 different flowers and then I'll think about the composition, see what it looks like. So these are images that I've collected from books that I have. So I'm adding yellow and yellow ochre, concentrating on filling in the areas, first of all, the larger areas of colour, and then adding tone and picking out the details when it's a little bit drier. So I'm trying to make sure that as I'm working the paint is wet at the moment and I'm adding the colours that I need, and then when it's a little bit drier then I'll go back and add a few more details with a smaller brush to make it more precise. So I've got 2 yellow flowers at the edge, and then I'm going to use maybe a contrasting colour in the middle. So I'm thinking about purple. The flower is actually purple, so I think I'll use purple in the middle, and then you'll see that it really makes the yellow flowers stand out. So I've started to add my tones of purple. This flower is a little bit more spiky than the first one, and I'm looking at the shapes and then adding the tones. And then I'm going to keep building up layers of colour, so I'm adding different tones of purple. So there's like a mauve and a lilac and a darker purple that I'm adding at the same time. So as you can see, I've built up lots of layers of tones of purple, and you can see that I'm still adding a few highlights and still blending in until I think it's enough, and then I'll stop and then wait for it to dry a little bit, and then maybe I'll go back to it. So I'm going to continue just adding my finer details. When looking at the composition, I decided that there was too much space in between, so I've decided to add more flowers. I've gone out into the garden, taken a few pictures and printed them out, and those are the flowers that I want to add into the background. I want the purple flower and the 2 yellow ones to be dominant, so they're going to stand out first, and then the other flowers are going to be behind. So I'm starting to add the greens for the leaves, and adding darker tones around each flower so it stands out a little bit more, and then making the stem stand out. I'm adding bright red, pink and sort of burgundy tones to the other flower on the other side, just to contrast with the other colours that I've got. And this is a beautiful gerbera, and I'm just going to carry on adding tone in the centre of it to pick out the highlights. And then my favourite one on this painting is this blue flower that I've done in the corner. So I've added ultramarine and phthalo blue, and added tone, a little bit of white and a little bit of grey, and a bit of dark purple in there just to bring out some of the petals. I'm really pleased with how it looks. I'm thinking I'm going to add a textured surface to this flower, which is a bit more, it's got more of a rough characteristic to it, and I'm nearly done. So hope you enjoy watching me finish off my painting. Thank you for watching. Bye, take care.